Welcome back, everybody. It is the Working Brother back at you with another talk. Yet again, it's Philip Druzhinin here for another talk. We had more things to talk about. Last time we talked about some sensitive topics we won't mention within the first 30 seconds of this video, so we don't immediately get a strike. Philip, how you doing? Did you enjoy the last talk?
Yeah, so many time passed, so I don't even remember what we were talking about. But it looks like we were talking about some smart people, right?
We were talking about smart people and Semitism and how bombing of Lebanese people and Gazan people is anti-Semitic. But I remembered that there was this stand-up comedian's joke that was shared on this channel on Telegram that I wanted to share with all you guys. But before we get into that, just for the new people here, this is a comedy show. Nothing we say here has anything to do with reality. All right, now that that's out of the way, he's Jewish on his mom's side, which means he's Jewish, by the way, for those that don't know.
On my mom's side, Italian on my dad's side. I'm part of a secret group that runs the world's plumbing. That's an example of an anti-Semitic joke. And I bring that up because that's what anti-Semitism used to mean. It used to mean you'd say, oh, Jews, they run the banks, they run Hollywood, they're all cheap, they all have big noses. But then something changed. Something changed, and now anti-Semitism seems to mean criticizing Israel in any way, shape, or form, which feels different. I mean, now if you say something like, oh, I think Israel should stop bombing innocent civilians, some people are like, that's a stereotype. Not all Jews shouldn't bomb innocent civilians.
Yeah.
Yeah, look at
Comedy.
the wall. Yeah.
The wall?
Yeah.
What about the wall? They all have that kind of wall.
Masons like walls made of bricks.
Well,
Talking about
Masons like free buildings, from what I understand. Beyond that, we wanted to get into Batman and the origins of Batman.
Yeah,
this is going to be a crazy episode.
Recently. Yeah, we got this information recently, right? That the so-called Rostov, city of Rostov. I don't know if that's a neuro link or this is a real photo from in 1916, and it says the Club of Flying Bats. And look at this. I think it's just a made up photograph. But anyway,
I don't think so, man. It looks real to me, man.
if that's true, but we have this little newspaper article here, screenshot, what says that these people, mainly Jews, opened the society and called it Society of Bat Society, right? And these people were trying to patrol the streets. And it was highly criminal city in Russia. And then we know that a lot of Jews actually immigrated to United States, and probably this idea of this Batman movie, a Batman film, came somewhere to these people who run Hollywood, as that guy said, and who actually are good in writing scripts and writing scenarios for the movies and for comic books. I don't know where it all started, the Batman itself. But what I know is if you Google, you can do it right now, for the Batman movies, just go Batman movies in Google and you'll see something interesting.
Batman movies.
Yeah.
Fictional character.
Yeah.
Just go.
As you can see, this golden Batman golden logo of here. As you can see, what are the number that you can see in the in the bottom of go to the logo of the movie. Go back.
Oh, here it is.
Yeah. What number do you see if you turn your head a little bit and look at the bottom of the Batman wins? What number do you see?
33.
No way. No way, man. And then go to numerology thing here again.
All right.
When you Google for the Batman itself uh, in this numerology calculator, you find out nothing. That's interesting. But you find out 17, knowing that Masons have 1717 as a date of their founding of these Grand Lodge of United Kingdom and so on, whatever you call it, this biggest one, and knowing that 1717 is a founding date. That's it. That's it. But if you Google for the Batman movie, you start typing, for example, Batman in the Google search tab, you find out that they say film below the search result. Anytime you have this googling of the film, they say film sometimes or movie sometimes in the bottom of the search tab, and therefore we have to take a look at the Batman film. Maybe it can bring us some information. And there we go. We have something, right? Then we have to cross-check it with different other Batman movies. Let's go to the second movie after this movie from 1987. The second one was with Penguin. By the way, check Penguin first. So some people don't even know what Penguin is, because there's information about Penguin also. So Penguin is the anti-hero who was also the part of the elite, and he looks kind of related to the smart people.
There's a show out now. There's a new show about the Penguin out now, like the origin story of the Penguin, I believe.
Yeah, maybe there's a new movie, but the second one I'm talking about, the part with the Penguin, called Batman Returns. Maybe you should take a look at this first. Batman Returns. What do we have? And we have this 44. Okay, then we go to the other names of the movies. Maybe let's just pick the most famous ones that I've seen, and that's Batman and Robin, where we have all these superstars like Schwarzenegger there and many more. Batman and Robin.
44 again.
44 again. Who else? Let's see. Batman Returns. Batman Begins. Let's go. Batman Begins.
Yeah, Batman Begins.
Yeah, we have Batman Begins.
Another 44 with a 36 bonus.
Yeah, it's not very hard to understand that it's all related to the first movie as a 33 and spreading out into these 44 corruption, because the main topic of the main topic that Batman is covering is corruption, right? Because there's so many corruptions, so the city is highly criminalized, and nobody's taking care about these law and order thing, right? Everybody just making money. It's all corrupted, and it looks like United States compressed to one big Chicago city, right?
I think it's supposed to be Manhattan. I think it's supposed to be like New York.
I think it's Chicago. It's Chicago because they knew it all the way that Chicago is going to have criminal problems. Yes, maybe somebody think it's New York, but it's clear Chicago for me, because what's happening right now, Chicago is a good example of what's going on, where it's pure democratic anarchy. Okay.
Speaking of corruption and scammers, I just want to bring this to light. Everybody who's on Telegram, who follows me on Telegram, will know I have posted many times that I will never contact you directly. So if you ever get a message that says, "Hello, how are you doing, my friend? Great coming on board. How are you doing? Are you enjoying the content? Do you have any reviews?" Just ignore them. or send a screenshot like this person did, and then we can make memes and make fun of them. So yeah, stay aware of the scammers on Telegram. There's a lot of them, and as all of you keep telling me, if there's so many of them.
I have another joke. You know
Go
about
on.
how scamming is emerging in Ukraine, that they call in a lot of countries. They have these call centers calling people, trying to send them SMS to get the access to their mobile banking accounts. And so there's a joke recently made by Russian Telegram. I don't know what Telegram exactly, but I remember it, saying that 82-year-old U.S. I was a retired retired elder was scammed by Ukrainians, sending them $62 billion. That's it.
Wait, you're saying? Oh, I get it. I get it. Now.
He accidentally told him and sent them $62 billion again, and that is the joke, because the money still keeps coming and keeps coming and keeps coming. By the way, what is the situation with the credit card loan debt? Can you show us the graph that I've been showing you? Maybe we should jump to this right away.
Hold on. First of all, I have to explain myself. I didn't get that joke at first. That was hilarious. I have to say, that was a very good joke. I'm opening these things as we speak. There's 3 charts and one little numerology thing.
It's because when you are always in the dark, your brain gets like your neck is so long to reach the light as a giraffe's neck, and so the signal goes very long time to your brain, you know.
That's probably what it is. We've got the charts that you requested. Import I export продовольствия США.
That means the food from United States, import and export from the food from United States. It means, is United States capable of feeding itself by itself, you know? And you can see that it's not. So what is the red line actually saying? I can see on my
Netto, what does it say? Netto export
it's
продовольствия. Overall export.
Overall is going down, so they cannot feed themselves. Check the Russian graph, the same graph with Russians, and they show that Russians.
Is it this one?
Yeah, Russians on the other side was buying food all the way until it started to supplying itself, and now we export the food to the world and can't even feed ourselves. That's how capitalism works, you know. Way before in Soviet times it was the other way around. Now something changed, and maybe that's the graph.
Maybe it's the guys that Stalin got rid of and sent to the gulags. The same 13 Trotskyites we talked about before.
No. It's not because the Jews are leaving America and going to Russia. No. It's because something else happening. And if we go to the other graph called the credit card debt.
Hold on. That's this one. Here we go.
Yeah. As you can see, the spikes are during the crisis period. The first crisis we know is 2008 mortgage crisis, right? Mortgage collapse.
Mortgage, yeah.
Yeah, and the second one is during pandemics, when it was like market collapse, stock market collapse.
The QE25, when they were like, let's print more money and never stop printing more money forever and ever and ever.
They're doing it all the way since 1971, I've
Yeah,
been
yeah,
talking about in my
I know,
field.
but but I'm saying, like, generally speaking, like before they were at least pretending, like, we're only gonna print 3 billion and then we'll stop, and then only another 7 billion and then we'll stop, only another 25 billion, and then during COVID they were like, we're just gonna print. you know,
Yeah, helicopter money is called helicopter money. Now we got
unlimited, yeah.
credit card itself. Can we take a look at the screenshots I've been
Yep.
saying?
Yeah,
Yeah, the
yeah.
credit card debt is another way to highlight the corruption. Knowing that CC itself is always 33 when they use CC. By the way, like Coca-Cola and stuff like this, sometimes they use it to highlight like big CC close to each other and so on, and many other things. But when you go to Federal Reserve, also, because this is graph from Federal Reserve, right? What did Federal Reserve say to us?
Hold on. Let me open all three. 1, 2, 3. There we go. Reserve says
38. This is
38.
hidden form 33. Federal Reserve USA is 66, and Federal itself is 33. So it's all the way around 33. Credit card loan, government corruption, scripted event, which is bringing us closer to financial collapse than we were before. And that's why United States cannot feed itself anymore by itself. It's not food independent. It's not food sustainable.
You're a conspiracy theorist.
Because
You're
this
a conspiracy
financial
theorist.
bubble, which was blown a little bit, only a little bit in 2008, is still going on. This mortgage bubble, this real estate raise of prices. Not only in the United States, it's everywhere. It's everywhere. And last time, United States government saved our asses. Now, knowing all these scripted things and collapse itself being a 33, knowing all these things, we know it's a plan B for these hegemons to press the button sooner or later to delete this huge debt amount. I think they're gonna grow it all the way to 38 billion or maybe even 44 billion, and then they're gonna blow it up. That's why I was saying a year ago, or maybe a year and a half ago, that I believe the financial collapse everybody's talking about, the dollar collapse, is going to happen in 2027, 2028, at plus minus half a year. So that's my prediction.
So you think we still got time? All right, that's good.
Yes.
Everybody,
Yes.
this is a reminder that this channel is not eligible for monetization, and that you can buy me a coffee before the world financial system goes to shit. And you can also become a patron if you are so inclined. Thank you to everyone who has contributed. And if you can't, you can always like, share, subscribe, show this to a friend of yours and tell them, look, it's funny and it's informative.
Yeah. These guys is talking shit and they making fun of it.
Speaking of talking shit, one of the topics that we covered before is the mud flood. This is a picture from Russia where it says free book reading, if I'm not mistaken. And this is a very underground structure, wouldn't you say? Doesn't this look like it should be the top level of a 4-level building, maybe?
Recently, I found a lot of these, I would say, redacted photos. They, highlight the areas of these supposed mud flood buildings, but don't show the surrounding buildings. And if you go to the full version of this photo, you find out that other buildings sometimes too have the same different design. The worms windows design, I would call it. So you have to watch the worms, otherwise why would you build a church just for praying? That's stupid. You have to watch the worms, right? Worms surround it. Worms, the worms, these
in the ground.
these guys living in the ground. Worms.
So you're saying the buildings were created for worms? Is that
Yeah,
what you're?
that's what it looks like. As you can see, I have no any other logical explanation for this. Why would you make a window in the ground, looking at the
Um,
soil?
The logical explanation for this guy being head and shoulders above everyone else is that he's on a chair, right?
And probably that's the giraffe type of a guy who doesn't get the joke from the first time. That's why he's, being pushed to fresh air.
Do you think giants existed?
I don't think they existed. I think they still exist, but they've been dissolved in this vast amount of people, and so the average height of these vast amount of people raised a little bit, but the average height of giants
Went
declined
down
to the
a lot.
average height of people. So that's why we see no giants. But all
But
of
we
these
do
giants
see.
were massacred. All these books say giants were so bad that they killed everybody. That's what they say.
We constantly find these kind of things everywhere. This was not built for people our size. Like, this is in no way was this built as a fence, for a balcony for people our size. I think there's a lot of things that are going on that we're not being told about.
Perhaps. Highly likely, as British used to say.
Highly likely, huh? How do you feel about robots taking over the world?
If they won't rob me or I don't know, steal my computer or my headphones, I would be fine that they be delivering food or something. I think that's okay. But eventually we go to something else. Maybe robots start fighting people sooner or later, as they say in the movies. Who knows? I don't want
The
that to
robot
happen.
courier and the mobilized robot courier. How do you feel about the whole proliferation of robots and drones in war? Do you think we've gone to Terminator mode? Do you think we've gone beyond saving?
I think that's the same, parts of the same chain of events. It's step by step, bring us closer to extermination of people and replacing them with something cheaper in maintenance and something cheaper in expenses. So less expenses, more profits. That's what they're thinking about.
Before we go on to some other comedic stuff I've got here lined up, you had other numerology stuff that you send Erdogan and Gulen. Do you want me to open those up to cover?
Yeah, that's just another example of what's happening all the way. We all know about the case with Erdogan. Who is Erdogan? But we didn't check him yet before. Now, as his best frenemy was killed or maybe just died. I don't know. I'm not the coroner to give the exact cause of his death.
Remind me, who is Gulen? Is that the guy who tried to do the coup before?
That's the guy that he is a so-called frenemy. He was his friend. Now he's his enemy. So he was the one who was supposed to make coup a couple times recently, and one maybe assassination attempt also on Erdogan. That was Gulen. Yeah.
That was when the Russians supposedly saved.
Yeah, that's when the Putin call was. Yeah. That's his name, Fethullah. As you can see, Fethullah. It's spelled in Google as M. Fethullah. So if you check M. Fethullah is 44. Fethullah is 38, 39, which is also hidden form of 33. And his full name, Gulen. What is Gulen? Yeah, 66. double 66. And looking at Erdogan, his frenemy is 99. Is upside down 66
Invert,
also.
yeah.
Yeah. So that's a scripted case for me. It looks like it, at least.
Do you get tired of like looking
Yes,
everywhere and finding that everything everywhere is always scripted?
No, not really. But I am not doing it. Like, I'm not overloading myself with this information. I'm trying to. I'm just. If you see it, you stop and you check. That's what I do. I'm not just scrolling every news. If I see something, it's getting recommended by YouTube, for example. It's getting recommended to me as a search result for some certain keywords that I type in the search bar. If it's shown to me this way, I always cross-check because first I need to know if it's scripted or not first, and then to be serious or not about the case. Okay.
Yeah. What can I say? Pretty sure that you just see it all as code, like the guy in the Matrix who's looking at the Matrix and just sees numbers everywhere.
Yes, maybe.
We've got another funny video. I can't remember if you shared this with me or if I shared this with you, but this is hilarious. This is from Africa. I'm not sure from where.
Full name of this person.
Look at the score first.
By accident.
Hitler. That's actor Jason Statham.
Oh yes, we've got this. I forgot what it's called, but it's by Lies Wide Shut, I think it's called, by the Dor Brothers on X, formerly Twitter. I'm gonna play it, and you guys can have a look and see what you think. I might mute it because it's probably copyrighted. But yeah, every single frame here should be paused and examined. I wanted to get your take on this. I'm sure you've seen it, but
no,
you haven't seen this?
No, I didn't see it.
Oh, this is hilarious. It's AI, obviously, but it's just unbelievable. Like every single frame here should be paused and analyzed.
You wonder why they use pizza here? Just go, scroll for.
We know.
Yeah.
The subscribers should know why they use pizza. They should know why he's a lizard. They should know why Kim Jong-un is eating and drinking Pepsi. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff here.
The problem is that Trump was talking about people that nobody sees. So these can't be these people that we see.
Yeah, but you know what I think is funny? That Trump, not Trump, what's his face? Musk here is pictured with a corgi, and the corgi is the Queen's little favorite dog, if you remember, and he's South African. So technically, he's part of the Queen's stuff.
Yep.
So there's a lot of things here. Look at her like little emblem. It's almost like my little emblem here. Anyway, but yeah, this is well worth watching. It's hilarious. Every single scene here should be jet fuel with George Bush and that movie that got that guy killed. I mean, suicided. The same guy who did that thing for the moon stuff.
Yeah,
and
by the way, this blue screen case with Microsoft and Bill Gates, right?
Mm-hmm.
Also related to Microsoft. It has clear 333s, 39s in it. Exactly. The blue screen itself of the Microsoft itself and the corporation that was also involved in creating this software that put down all these computers worldwide for several hours, I think, maybe even more. Somebody was having problems for
I can't remember what it's called. I can't remember what it's called now off the top of my head, but we did an episode, and if I remember when I'm going through this to process it and upload it, I will put a link.
Don't worry about it. People can find it themselves.
CrowdStrike, I think it's called.
CrowdStrike, Microsoft, and the blue screen itself, the O39.
Yeah.
So this case is scripted all the way.
Yeah. Who's surprised by that? You know. All right. I think we've covered enough. Is there anything else that we didn't touch upon that you want to cover? Anything in the news?
Not
maybe.
Really. You can point your finger at anything. Send to me, and I'll cross-check you. I'll find everything you want about this event. So let's do it for the next. We should have been talking about the walls. We should be talking about these vice presidents' cases also, but I think I'll do it by myself because it's boring. It's all facts, numbers. It's just, what I think in general people should know these collapses coming. I was talking about this in 2019 in December. I think the video was my video about what's coming up as a financial reset. And what I was saying exactly is put your money in the gold, but not in the gold, in the paper gold. Put your money in the real gold. And now we know gold is skyrocketing. It's almost $3,000 per ounce already on the market. Of course, the price might be lower in the gold market officially, but you cannot find gold cheaper than 3,000 per ounce out there in the shops or whatever. You cannot buy any little bars. You cannot buy anything anymore. It's all, very long procedure, and you have to put a lot of money to buy something real right now. And that's not the end for the price. Price is still going to be skyrocketing for the next 2-3 years. And maybe we can see,
isn't it
gold
like
gold
when the dollar collapses? When the dollar collapses and the new currency is put in, isn't it supposed to be something like equivalent to like $30,000, like the ounce of gold? It's supposed to go up to 30,000, basically.
I'm not sure. I think it's they're gonna stop at 3,000 for a while, and then maybe then it's gonna be like 10,000. So it's gonna be big jump.
Yeah.
Because technically, if we talk about why they doing it, they were buying cheap gold for years secretly. All these countries, all these banks, they've been buying this gold, and that's it. And now all these bloggers and alternative, eventually they start to trying to advertise these gold investment funds and gold this, gold that, Lear Capital. Basically,
I was just gonna say, this is a comedy show. We're not giving you financial advice. Don't go buy any gold. Like, we're not telling you to buy we're not telling you to buy anything. Don't do it, and don't do it. Also, just do what you were gonna do anyway.
You can buy whatever you guys want. Buy Pepsi Cola, for example. That would be.
No, don't. That's poison, man. That's poison. Drink water. Drink some good water. Try not to get it fluoride, though.
It's just an advice for the people who think, right? Who cannot think. They go ahead and just skip this video and don't send you buy me a coffee, anything. So these people just passing by. And we are over for today. Next time we're gonna discuss the October events, and maybe I can find a lot more interesting than this time, and maybe we can do it before the election day. Why not?
Definitely, we'll look into what happens in the next month or so, and we'll be back. I just want to flash this meme up, sent into chat. Alcohol, Islam, Bosnia. Did you just take both pills? That is very true. In any case, I think that's all we've got time for today. Everybody who stuck around, like, share, subscribe, all that good stuff. As always, Philip, thank you for stopping by. It's been an excellent talk. Anything you want to pop out there while we do the outro?
I just did.
All right, excellent. Everyone, Check out some of the older videos on the channel. There's a lot of stuff on this channel, not just this video. All right, that's it. See you later. Bye-bye.